What's up, everyone? Welcome to the inaugural edition of K's Cuts, visual blasts of wisdom in just a few minutes. Today I'd like to discuss this week's Torah portion, Lech. The beginning of the portion uses a very unusual phrasing. God tells Abraham, Lech Lecha, go Lecha, to yourself. And the commentators all ask, why is God telling Abraham to go to yourself? I'd like to answer the question with the following story. It's a story we often repeat in the Maimonides program. There was a poor man, lived in a small village in Poland. And one night he had this dream that there was treasure buried under a bridge in a public square in Warsaw. And he told his wife the story, and of course she dismissed it and told him he was just dreaming. Well, he continued to have this dream night after night. Eventually, he could not ignore it any longer, and he decided he was going to travel to Warsaw to dig for this treasure. Well, he puts together his coach, and he sets about on this multi-day journey. Finally, he arrives in Warsaw, and just like the dream had predicted, he sees the scene exactly as he had expected it to be. And he walks over to the tree, to the bridge, to the exact place that he was told to dig. And he waits for the guards around the square to turn away. And then he begins to dig. And he's digging, and he's digging, and he's digging, until all of a sudden, he gets a tap on the shoulder. And he's whacked with the butt of a gun. And sure enough, it's this soldier who had caught him in the act of digging in the public area. And the soldier turns to him and says, "You fool, what are you doing digging here? Trespassing." And this Jewish peasant begins to breathe heavily and tries to explain himself. He says, "You don't understand. I had this dream that I would find treasure in this spot in Warsaw." And the soldier turns to him and says, "You are such a fool, you silly, gullible Jew. I also had a dream the last few nights that this Jewish peasant found the treasure under his stove at home. But do you find me running to this peasant town to find the treasure under that person's stove? Of course not. It's just a dream." When the peasant heard that, he realized what was going on. And he jumped on his coach and he flew back all the way home, galloping and galloping. And he got home after several days. And he ran straight to his oven and he started digging and digging and digging. And his wife thought he was crazy. What happened to you in Warsaw? But he didn't answer her question. He just kept digging. And finally, after several minutes of digging, he located a treasure. What's the moral of this story? Very often in life, we think that we have to go so far in order to find the beautiful things in life, the treasures in life, to find the wisdom in life. We travel all over the world to seek wisdom, to seek truth. Very often we don't realize that that wisdom, that truth, is right there in our own backyard. God is telling Abraham, Lech Lecha, go to yourself. I'm about to have you embark on a journey in which you depart away from your home, away from the home of idol worship, away from all of this evil and the depravity of your society. But when you're going far away, really, what I'm telling you to do is to go inside yourself. Go to the essence of who you are. Friends, when we study our Judaism, when we explore Judaism, very often we have a feeling that this is resonating. This is something that's buried within me. And the reason is because it is buried within us. Every one of us, we have a Jewish soul, and implanted within us is the meaning and the beauty of the Torah and of Judaism. And when we're learning about Judaism, when we're connected to Judaism, really what we're doing is not seeking externalized wisdom, but seeking the essence of who we are. Lech Lecha, go to yourself. Just like Abraham, we can all go to ourselves. May we all have the clarity and the opportunity to seek out those critical connections in life and truly return to ourselves. Shabbat Shalom. Have a great week.